Imagine this. You're standing at the edge of the 57th floor, water slipping right over the lip into nothing, 200 meters of pure drop below you, and the whole glittering city of Singapore sprawled out at your feet. One more step, and it feels like you're falling straight into the sky. This isn't some movie trick or CGI. This is the real infinity pool on top of Marina Bay Sands, the most famous, most insane one out there. But how the hell did anyone actually build this thing? Okay, let's rewind to 2005. Singapore isn't the mega city we know today yet. The country's still shaking off the Asian financial crisis and SARS tourism's down. The economy needs a fresh spark. The government thinks, enough with just being a boring business hub. Time to become the place where people fly in to drop serious cash on fun. So they legalize casinos for super conservative Singapore. That's a massive culture shock. They launch a competition for 2 giant integrated resorts. In 2006, Las Vegas Sands, led by Sheldon Adelson, wins big. Adelson goes all in. He doesn't want just a hotel. He wants a whole vertical city built on reclaimed land in Marina Bay. Why right there? It was basically empty, a former salty bay filled in with sand, a blank canvas. The government basically said, turn this into the symbol of New Asia. Adelson signs on the dotted line for 3.85 billion Singapore dollars and goes, let's do this. But like always, real life hits harder than the plans. Enter Moshe Safdie, the Israeli-Canadian architect. The original pitch was one massive tower Vegas style, cheap and efficient. Safdie looks at it and says, no way, one tower would just block the city from the bay like a giant wall. That's a mistake. Instead, he pitches 3 5-story towers linked at the top by this enormous surfboard called the SkyPark. Fun fact, people used to say the shape was inspired by a deck of cards for the casino vibe. Safdie later laughed it off, I don't even play cards. The real inspiration? Extending Singapore's garden city dream vertically. A hanging garden on the roof, 1.2 hectares of green space, and that legendary 150-meter pool. Everyone at first was like, you're kidding, this can't be built. But that exact impossible part is what hooked everybody and turned it into an icon. Building kicks off in 2007 with a crazy 3-year deadline. The ground? Former estuary soft marine clay that would swallow anything. They drive diaphragm walls 50 meters deep and build cofferdams up to 120 meters across just to hold it steady. The towers lean slightly outward, so during construction they're braced with giant steel props and tension cables, some of which are still there forever because removing them would risk collapse. Now the wildest bit. The SkyPark isn't assembled up top. They built 14 massive steel chunks on the ground, the heaviest one 80 meters long and 1,270 tons. They lift them using strand jacking, same tech as bridge building. One segment takes 16 straight hours under floodlights, thousands of workers holding their breath as this monster creeps 200 meters up. One slip and billions go poof. But they nail it. Little known gem, the pool itself is genius. The towers sway a tiny bit from wind and crowds, so underneath are over 500 adjustable steel jacks that tweak the water level every few minutes. Without them, it'd just spill over the edge. Original budget, around $5.7 billion. Then the 2008 crisis hits. Labor shortages balloons to $8 billion. Adelson almost goes broke, but keeps pushing. It was a straight-up gamble on Singapore's future. April 2010, casino softly opens. June, hotel and SkyPark. February 2011, full-blown launch with celebrity, chef restaurants, and the Art Science Museum. First year, millions pour in. The casino shoots straight to one of the world's most profitable. But locals get slapped with a $100 entry fee to keep gambling from becoming a national habit. Lots of people yelled, "Are you turning us into Vegas?" Some even said the whole thing wouldn't pay off without the casino. Safdie proved them wrong. It became way more than a hotel. After Marina Bay Sands opened, Singapore stopped being that quiet Asian city and turned into the spot everyone wants that wow moment. Since then, it's only gotten bigger. World star concerts, post-Formula One parties, movie shoots, billionaire bashes, SkyPark is still the most Instagram place on earth. And right now, in 2025, they broke ground on the massive $8 billion expansion, a brand new 4th tower, 570 ultra-luxury suites, the spiraling Skyloop rooftop with infinity pools and 360-degree views, plus a 15,000-seat arena for huge concerts and events. Moshe Safdie's back on it. Completion around 2030, opening early 2031. The place isn't standing still, it's growing with the city. Today, it's 12,000 jobs, Asia's top tourist pool, and living proof you can build the future on a tiny patch of land. Look, I think we're doing the right thing by keeping and evolving places like this. Marina Bay Sands isn't just concrete and glass, it's the story of one bold idea, a stubborn architect, and insane money rewriting an entire country's map. Worth it? Hell yes. I'd hop on a plane tomorrow and swim in that pool, not for the gram, but to stand on the edge of what people once called impossible and feel it for real. The lesson's simple. Don't be afraid to dream stupidly big. Those are the things that end up defining eras. So tell me straight, mate, would you walk right to the edge of that pool and stare down? Or stay safe in the middle and just dream about it? Drop it in the comments. I genuinely want to hear your take. See you in the next one.